and welcome to today's reflection. Today we are going to continue looking at the final part of Luke chapter 5. In the start of today's reading, we find that Jesus has called Levi the tax collector and told him to follow him. Levi leaves his tax booth and throws a big banquet, a celebration, a party to mark this. To this banquet, he invites all types of people. We're told the scribes and the Pharisees are there, the religious elite of the day, but also people who would be considered as outcasts and on the margins of society. The scribes and the Pharisees asked Jesus' disciples, why does Jesus want to socialize with people like them, like the outcasts, like the sinners? And Jesus offers this well-known retort that it is not the well who need a doctor but the sick, and that Jesus has come to help those who need to repent and turn away from their previous lives and follow him. A little later in this passage, we have the following verses. I'm going to read to you from Luke chapter 5, starting at verse 36. He also told them a parable. No one tears a piece from a new garment and sews it on an old garment. Otherwise the new will be torn, and the piece from the new will not match the old. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise the new wine will burst the skins and will be spilled, and the skins will be destroyed. But new wine must be put into fresh wineskins. And no one, after drinking old wine, desires new wine, but says the old is good. And I wonder if perhaps during this time of opportunity to reflect and to think about and to maybe take a step back from the things that we have done routinely day in, day out, or perhaps in our worship or our quiet time or our Bible reading. I wonder if maybe there are things that we need to continue doing, and there are things that perhaps we need to start doing in a new or different way. And this whole idea of new wine going into new wineskins and not being able to patch the old and the new together. Maybe perhaps now is an opportunity for us to think of new ways that we might want to explore our relationship with God, and also ways in which we want to maintain things that we've been doing for perhaps a little while, or perhaps all our lives, things that we know work for us and help us to connect well with God. So it's an opportunity for us perhaps to just reflect and to think about things that work well, things that perhaps we do out of routine, but not because they help us or benefit us particularly, and give us an opportunity to take a step back and reflect on how and where we want to go with our relationship with God. Amen.